Welcome into the Old Sports Master YouTube channel. We're back once again on the Old Sports Master YouTube channel for tonight's matchup between the Cincinnati Bearcats and the number 7 Kansas Jayhawks. What a game this is going to be. Ryan will be joining us momentarily as well, but it's going to be another fun matchup of men's college basketball, Monday Night Basketball. On the Old Sports Master YouTube channel. You look at their records there. Pretty similar conference records, 3-2 for the Jayhawks and 2-3 for the Bearcats, but and also very similar overall records, 13-5 for Cincinnati and 15-3 for Kansas. Kansas ranked number 7, dropped from number 3 after last week. I meant to put up a top 25 graphic, but I did not have time. Ran out of time today, but I do have other stuff to get to in beautiful downtown, I would say downtown Lawrenceville is where this game is being played. Cincinnati versus Kansas. Let's look at these Big 12 standings entering today. There you go. Kansas 4th in the Big 12, 15-3 with a 3-2 record. A lot of teams 3-2 and 2-3 in this conference. So a very, very close conference. As Texas Tech and Kansas State up at the top at 4-1. Kansas State surprisingly unranked at 14-4, and majority of these teams in the conference are ranked. It's going to be an interesting game here for between Kansas and Cincinnati. Cincinnati sitting near the bottom, but again, they're 2-3 in conference play, which doesn't sound too great. But when you look at the standings as a whole, it's going to be. You can kind of see that it's actually closer than you thought. But this is going to be a really good game between the Cincinnati Bearcats and the Kansas Jayhawks. And let's talk about our key players of this game. Getting into it. As Victor Lakin, number 30, the junior forward, earning 13 points per game and 7.5 rebounds per game, while also shooting 53.9% from the field this season. He's definitely been all over the place for Cincinnati. On the other side, it's the senior guard, number 15, Kevin McCullough Jr., as he's been shooting 20 points per game, which is 27th in the country, one of the best shooting guards in the country right now. 4.5 assists per game, which is tied 68th, but he is averaging 2.5 turnovers per game. So that's something to keep in mind as we watch tonight. Going to be interesting to see how these two teams come out. After Kansas, I believe, is coming off of a tough loss in their previous outing. Cincinnati nearly beating Oklahoma on Saturday as well, and Cincinnati had an upset win earlier in the week. As game is about to get underway. Let me try to pull it up real quick because trying to find it. I was hoping it'd be on ESPN Plus, but it doesn't seem to be on ESPN Plus, which is wonderful. And here comes Ryan. There we go, Ryan. How are you doing for this matchup?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready for this matchup. And it looks like this game's is overlapping another game that's going on right now, North Carolina and Wake Forest.
Oh yeah, because Wake Forest and they're finishing up that game, which probably means that the other game is gonna wait to tip off. I'm assuming
it's waiting to tip off until 9:07. We're about 7 minutes away.
Okay, but oh yeah, okay. UNC came back. I mean, UNC was down. I shouldn't say they came back, but they were down by 1 at halftime. They're winning by 23 right now. Wow, that's a big difference from halftime.
Second half for them is going to make that kind of difference.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that means we'll start pretty much on time for this matchup between Cincinnati and Kansas. What have you seen so far, mostly from Kansas, but even from Cincinnati in Big 12 play this season, Ryan?
Yeah, and the question is, can the Cincinnati Bearcats come into Kansas and upset them? Because there they are, the number 7 team in the country. We'll see if they can upset them. That will be very, very fun. And we have a fun upset here on a Monday. It doesn't really happen Monday, often. And March top 25 upset on Monday. But hey, this game's on ESPN, college basketball hoops for a reason. Nowhere on the throw on Monday night, so, that's why you got college basketball on Monday.
Right, right. This game is going to be very good. Yeah, just waiting on um,
Tip off. Looks like the
yep, tip off.
ESPN thing froze on me.
um, yep, waiting on tip off for of this game. Supposedly at 9:07, they're going to go probably right into this game. Um, we just talked about a couple of key players. One of them from Kansas is 27th in the country in points per game. He has 20 points per game. How do you think that's going to impact this game?
Who is it for you Cincinnati or
Kansas.
Kansas? Oh yeah, it's gonna play a big impact, especially when they're home too. Definitely gonna play a huge impact on this game. I'm trying to see if I can find the game here. There we go. All right, it looks like it's
Like I say,
let's
North
see.
Carolina, it's a final in North Carolina, 85-64 if you're curious from ACC play. As well as this is the only Big 12 game happening tonight. So there is
Right,
no
right.
other games happening tonight.
Looks
As
like
I mentioned,
McCullough Jr. putting up 20 points per game.
yeah,
I'm not sure. Is it him you were talking
that,
about?
that was him. Yeah.
Yep. He's gonna have another huge game probably in this one. He's an 84% free throw shooter. So the best player for Cincinnati have 53% free throw shooter. So maybe
Yep.
the free throws could be playing a difference tonight. Looking at here in the preview here on the ESPN website here, as we're gonna be
Right.
playing the Allen Fieldhouse, the legendary place to play college
Oh yeah.
basketball, and
Oh yeah.
7.5 point favorites for the betting line is Kansas. I would be taking
Thing.
that in a heartbeat, unless
Yeah,
Kansas.
especially with the way Cincinnati's been playing lately.
Yep.
Definitely doing that.
Yeah, it
Um,
completely fell out of the top 25. I remember them being up there about 2 weeks ago because I remember going over their score, and saw
Well, no,
their name.
they had, I don't think they've been in the top 25. I think they just keep upsetting teams. I think that's been the thing for them.
Okay, then I must have been wrong. Oh well. But they're going through the post game here for the number 3 North Carolina. Not really much of a surprise them beating Wake Forest. They keep their number 3 spot.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
surprising there. Looks
Right.
like RJ Davis had a career high of 36 points for UNC. That's the most by a UNC player since 2016.
Wow. So some interesting game. That was the only other ranked game in today, and I thought that was going to come down to the wire, and it did not, as UNC just dominated Wake Forest. Because again, Wake Forest was up by one at halftime, but when you go to
Oh, of
Chapel
course they
Hill, it's
were.
pretty hard to beat North Carolina at Chapel Hill.
Yeah, definitely for sure. And Wake Forest, it looks like there's just too much to handle against North Carolina. And you're playing like a team like North Carolina. Um, you cannot be letting them get back into the game and go on a huge run. Looks like they did here, going
Oh
on a
yeah.
big massive one, winning it by 21. And
Yep.
you,
Yep. As we're about to head
there you go.
tip off of our game, the Cincinnati Bearcats and the number 7 Kansas Jayhawks.
Yep.
And we're just now waiting. We've still have, seems like about a minute and a half, 2 minutes till tip off here. And there's the Jayhawk mascot. He's
Yep.
ready to go. Raring to go. Cincinnati, by the way, first year in the Big 12
Oh
for
yeah,
both
that's right.
basketball and football, and their football team used to be relatively good. And then I don't think they played too well this season.
No, they
So
did not. I remember talking about them. I'm pretty sure they made some changes with their coaching carousel. Not the head coach, but I know the
there's some other
um,
coaching stuff. Yeah,
yep, some coordinators, and we have Big 12 basketball right here on the Noel Sports YouTube channel. Did you take a look at the standings? I'm not too sure if you
I
did or
did. Yep,
not.
I already did.
You did. Okay, well, Kansas. sitting up there with a Big 12 record of 3-2, right tied with Houston at number 11,
Ti
Oklahoma at number
tied with,
16.
like, 6 other teams. There are, like, here, I'll show it to you because this is really, interesting, but here's your, there's the standings. There's, like, 7 different teams that are, like, the entire, like, Cincinnati's 11th in the conference, but they are, like, a game, like, 2 games away from being first place in the conference.
Wow. And, a big win tonight for Kansas would be very huge for them, especially with, the big duo that they're talking about here. Hunter Dickinson, about
Right.
19.3 points per game and 11.3 rebounds per game. And, and the other guy,
Kevin
RJ Dick.
McCullough Jr. Yep.
Yep, right. They've been doing really well. Yeah, Kevin McCullough Jr. He's leading the entire Big 12 with 20 points per game. So he's about to
Right.
have a huge night. You're gonna be calling his name a lot, I'm sure, in this one.
Yeah, we'll see. Dickinson, I believe, is a senior because I remember seeing him the last couple of years. Under Bill Self, the Kansas Jayhawks are a 101-16 record following a loss.
All
So
right,
yeah,
perfect. So we're right on
yeah, they
time
are
with
going for a loss last game here.
yep. That's
There's
why
Victor
they dropped
Larkin.
down to number 7.
Yep, there's Victor Larkin,
And
as
then
I mentioned earlier.
yep,
That's that.
13 points per game for himself, 54% field goal shooter. I mentioned earlier, 50% free throw shooter. He's gonna have to do better than 50% if Cincinnati's gonna have any chance of winning this one.
Yep, and we
We're
seem
about
to
ready for
be
tip off.
ready to go as again with the rosters. I'm gonna try to do my best on this one, but tip off, that's
Because
Dickinson for
Dickinson.
Kansas, but Cincinnati wins it, and that's John Newman the third who won it, I believe. I'm
Yep,
Yeah, and now
you got it
Kansas
right.
Cincinnati's got it. That's number 41 is Simus Luxius, something like that. As here we go. J.J. Thomas, there's a shot and no good. Rebound by number 10 of Kansas. I will work on the names. Johnny Furphy for
Oh my
Kansas.
god, are you serious?
And
Wow.
there you go.
I'm just looking at the bottom line
There
with
we
the
go.
ESPN NBA stuff.
Yep. Well, okay. Cincinnati back the other way after a miss layup there. Works for three now, driving in a misfire on a pass. Kansas,
Oh boy.
instead of letting it go out of bounds, will pick it up and go back the other way. No score so far
Early
on the first
takeaway
minute of
there.
the game. Here's McCullough Jr. He's going to work his way in back to Dickinson. Dickinson with a jumper, and it is rims out. No good. As
Like,
Kansas, Cincinnati Day Thomas will go all the way
oh,
down.
right down the mid. Oh no.
And a good rebound from number 30, and that one is there's Larkin right there getting the first 2 points of the game.
Yep.
He was held to 5 points on Saturday, and that was probably a big reason why they lost on Saturday against
Yeah, against
Oklahoma, I believe,
Oklahoma.
at home as well. In that
Yep.
game, there's McCullough Jr. for
Oh, there's
3
a
and no
wide
good,
open.
and a rebound by Lugosis. Day
And
Thomas.
Cincinnati gotta take advantage of these misses early, which
They
they
do
just
2
did, but
nothing.
we'll see what happens here. Oh, he
There's
got a man wide
Thomas.
open, he
Good
missed.
move there. And a bad pass.
Oh
What he
man.
was trying to do. McCullough Jr. will go quick, and Kansas back the other way, and they're going to capitalize on that one as that's Johnny Furphy again. It's tied at 2.
He had 13 points and
Game.
7 rebounds Saturday against West Virginia. The
And that's where
upset
they lost
loss
to West
there.
Virginia. Again, we talked about it on the podcast. Is a 3 is no
Yep.
good. There, the rebound will go out of bounds and it'll go Kansas ball. But we talked on the podcast a little bit that West
And you'll
Virginia
you'll,
has
you'll be here
upset,
tomorrow.
has not played very well overall, but they've won. They're 2-3 in the conference, which is kind of funny to say
Right.
that. There's a pass down low. Dickinson trying to work his way in, and he's going to get the basket. 4-2. Kansas leads.
Yeah,
And
too
now,
many misses on one end for Cincinnati. Just nothing working for them right now. But let's
yep,
see if they can get a 3 and maybe take
mistake
the lead
from
here.
number 41 of Cincinnati, and he missed the shot. Now he's going to get another chance from 3, and it rams out again. Dickinson on the rebound. That's Lukosis again. And now it's Furpy down low for Number 24, he's going to drive in. Back to McCullough Jr. from the corner. It's a three, and Kansas have a 7-2 lead. McCullough Jr., who we talked about already. Yeah, he had 24 points on Saturday, and they still lost, but as the closest.
He's just an impact player. He's gonna have looks like a travel or something like that. Are we gonna
No, it's
have
not a
or
travel. I don't know what it
timeout?
was, but it was let's see. Wes Miller, the Cincinnati head coach, third season as head coach, 23 wins last season. Very impressive for him. It was it was an
Yep.
offensive foul, by the way,
Yep.
on Azubet
There you go.
Badago. As now Kansas back the other way, a little bump, and
Trying to set up a screen,
wide open
play
Dickinson from
there.
the top, and it's no good. Kansas, good rebound
Oh
for
wow,
Kansas.
that rebound
That was
gonna be important in this game.
And Furpy now from the corner from the three, and he's got it. Good assist by Dickinson, and it's 10-2. And now Cincinnati's going to probably use their first timeout, and they
Yep.
will. Wow, what
Not
a
a good
start
start at
for
all for
Kansas.
Cincinnati.
Yes.
It's
What a start for
student
Kansas.
section in Kansas going wild, which not a surprise. We know how college hoops work.
Yep. Oh, yeah. College hoops are, and you know that arena is packed with this kind
Yep.
of game. We're going to stay right here on this commercial because they're going to have a media timeout coming up, unless they're taking their media timeout as well now. But regardless, we're going to stay right here. A big
Yeah.
start for Kansas right now. Ryan, what does Cincinnati have to do to get this game?
They gotta make their baskets, they're making turnovers and having Kansas take the ball away, Things gotta get changed for Cincinnati. They won't have any chance to win this game. By the way, Furphy has 5 of the first 10 points for Kansas. You're not even 4 minutes in, and this is already uh, going into a hu- commercial on this computer. But anyways, yeah, Cincinnati's just gotta stop this Kansas run right now.
Yeah, exactly. Kansas is off to a very hot start since they already taken a timeout. Um, and yep, we shall see what they do coming out of the commercial break here. And let's see if they make any. Either team makes some subs. Maybe Kansas mostly, just giving their players a little bit of a rest. Yeah, but we shall see. Thank you. Love it. Anyway, what are some of the keys for Kansas coming out of the timeout?
They gotta keep doing what they're doing best. They're draining some threes early, and that's helping them so far. So, man, the Kansas Jayhawks. Look at your face. That's pretty much what Cincinnati is doing right now with the making threes. That face is what you just made. That face expression what you just made. But anyways, yeah,
Yeah,
Kansas has gotta keep on draining those threes, and make the other stop on the other side. So there you go. Yeah, but your race expression, definitely, explain what Cincinnati, how Cincinnati's feeling right now.
yeah. It does seem like they took the official media timeout. By the way, the under 16 media timeout there. As Kansas leads 10-2 if you're just joining us early in this one. It's still early, so you never know because, again, basketball is a game of runs as we're back in Lawrence, Kansas. And, yeah, just a great rebound by Murphy there. And then from the
Yeah,
corner and just yet another three from John Furphy.
Furphy. Parents is in the stands and they're showing on
Yeah,
TV right now.
there's his parents, Johnny Furphy, and
Liz Appers.
yep. 16:25 to go in the first half. And here we go with Cincinnati. They're going to work their way up the court again. Day Thomas
They
has the
gotta make
ball.
this
He's going to try to do
on the possession.
something. And there's a shot from three, and it's good. A good shot
That's exactly what
from
they needed.
downtown. And it's gonna be
10-5.
10-5. I know. I'm
Dan
trying to see who.
Skillings.
Oh, Dan Skillins.
Dan
Thank you.
Skillings.
And there's a good
Yep.
layup right back the other way, and one for Kansas. And another good play by Kansas and a good answer by Kansas. Deion Harris Jr. making the layup and drawing the foul for the N1.
Yeah, he just drove by that Cincinnati defense. Those Bearcats are wondering, what is the foul call? But clearly that is a foul.
A little whack.
They were
Yeah, you
hands
got a
all over him.
little whack there.
Yep. He's
Yep.
averaging 7 points per game, so he's already got 3 to start things off and it's an 8-point lead
As
for
Yeah,
Kansas.
with that free throw made, 13-3 run in the last couple minutes as Cincinnati started off with the first basket of the game. Here we go on the Cincinnati side as
They're trying to get
Skillins
something
had it.
going.
Now it's Day Thomas. Thomas working his way in. He's going to try to look back to the top. Working his way. That's a good move. And a good basket from
There you
Jamal
go.
Reynolds with the jumper. And it's 13-7. A good job by Cincinnati getting back into this game.
Yeah, definitely. He had 14 points and 5 rebounds last week. It looks like we're going to have a tip ball, but it's going to stay on Kansas.
Yes, it will. And that's huge for Kansas. It would have been huge for
Right.
Cincinnati if they had gotten it back. And here we go again. Harris will have it. Working to McCullough Jr. A good screen. He's going to work his way in. A nice layup and a good finish for McCullough Jr. 15-7, 5 minutes into the first half.
Yeah, for sure. Kevin McCullough already doing so well for Kansas. 5 points for him so far with a steal added. Also, he's a big impactful player, and Cincinnati and the Bearcats are gonna have to find a way to stop him.
It was a good fake. And in he goes. John Newman III missed the jumper and the ball went out of bounds and it'll be Kansas ball. Good defense there by
Oh my
Kansas.
God, are you serious?
Let's see this. See the replay here. McCullough Jr. Nice little screen there from KJ Adams of Kansas to give McCullough Jr. the lane, but as he is again one of our key player to watch today in this
Yeah,
game, has almost lost the
he's been
ball.
surging in stats.
Was Harris. Now Dickinson will give it to Adams. Adams with a jumper to go, and it was 10-point lead for Kansas. They are off to a hot start in the first half.
Yeah, they are feeding off that crowd at the Allen Fieldhouse in Kansas. So it's been in Lawrence, Kansas. So they are really feeding it off, and they're really they're hungry for a win after the loss against West Virginia on Saturday.
And a good spin move, and it won't go, but a good rebound by Lincoln, and then another good block from, I don't know who that was. It was Skillins Jr. on the initial layup, and we'll see if they credit him with a block or not. That was a great play on one end. Now Dickinson's trying to get
looks
down.
like he almost
And
lost it,
back
and
to
he
the
almost
court.
stepped out of bounds, and he still
And
has.
there,
How does he
McCullough
keep
Jr. with
that
the
one alive?
three, and it won't go, just short. It looked like it was good, and it wasn't. And now Cincinnati back the other way. Here's Skillins. Skillins working his way in, trying to force his way in, and won't go. Back the other way. That's Purphy. Lead pass for
Oh man,
Harris.
wide
Harris
open.
pass, and it was looking for Adams. Now McCullough
That one might be too
reset
high, but he somehow
Kansas.
still catches it.
And good move from Harris. And now they'll settle it down. McCullough Jr. working his way in. He stripped of the ball, and it'll stay Kansas ball 9 on the shot clock with 13:04 to go in the first half.
Yeah, he's trying to with the referee here, McCullough, but he's been having a great start for himself so far. I gonna keep on mentioning his name this entire game. Not surprised at all.
Yep, 5 points already for McCullough. 2 for 4 from the field, and 1 for 2 for 3. Inbounded by what a play. Nice play right off the inbound. It was a great inbound by Harris, and it went right to Dickinson, who finished off the layup. 19-17, Kansas leads, under 13 to go in the first half. There's a travel. Oh, that was interesting.
And another turnover. Yeah, these turnovers are costing the Bearcats so far.
And Wes Miller not very happy with this play with his team. And there
5
you go.
turnovers, oh
5
my
turnovers
god,
for
that's what I
Cincinnati,
thought.
0 for Kansas already. Here's Harris will bring it up the court. There's McCullough. McCullough is going to work his way. Now the top good screen coming in for Dickinson. McCullough's going to fight his way through. And a step back jumper won't go. Dickinson's trying to get the rebound, but Skillins will get it for the Cincinnati Bearcats. Skillins still has it. Now back to the top. And it's, we have a sub here there. I don't know who that is, but working his way in. It's Newman, I believe, and a jumper. No, that's Reynolds. I'm sorry. And a nice jumper to bring it back to a 10-point game.
By the
19
way, did you as Kansas brings the ball back here, did you know that Hunter Dickinson is 7'2"?
Wow. Tall man.
7'2".
McCullough Jr., good play, but it was turned over as Cincinnati will get it. It was Jameel Reynolds, excuse me, and then turned right back over. And now all the way down the court, McCullough Jr. is going to fight his way. He's going to try to draw the foul. I don't know if he did or not. That was Elmarco Jackson with the steal.
Looks like he did.
And
We're gonna
let's
take a commercial
see.
timeout.
And it was a foul on Josh Reed, by the way, as we head to the commercial media timeout. 19-9, Kansas leads with 11:38 to go in the first half. We'll take our first timeout here on the Old Sportsmaster YouTube channel. Welcome back here to Kansas as January has been a very, very interesting month for Cincinnati, in and out, playing a lot of ranked opponents, and that just is because the Big 12 is full of ranked opponents.
And a lot of March Madness probably
Oh
teams
yeah,
in there as well.
100%. The entire
Yeah, this
conference
six
is looking like going to the tournament this year.
sixth straight game against a top 25 opponent is Cincinnati. That is the most
As we had a
in their
foul,
history since 1996.
there, right off the TV timeout, I believe. see if that is actually true or not. Yeah, then we have a little confusion on. Oh, maybe it's the clock. It might be the clock actually.
I
It's
think they are doing that.
supposed to be 11:38 right now. It says 11:43. Now it's 11:44. Okay, now they're just playing around with the clock, and they're like, you know what? Let's just go. 11:44. They were just fixing the clock. Make sure good inbound to McCullough Jr. He's gonna reset for there's
You can change your
Adam
time catches. You got a full
Harris.
shot thing.
And working his way in, and he's gonna get the basket. Good job by Adams to work his way down there, and it's 21-9. There you go. Turnover 6-2 in favor of Cincinnati. Kansas had like 2 turnovers on that one play, as well.
Looks like we had offensive foul on Kansas, so that foul is not gonna count.
And that was really weird.
And I wonder why Bill Self was pissed off about something. There was an offensive foul got called on by
Yeah,
Kansas.
yeah. Here comes Cincinnati working his way in. That's Reynolds. Good pass. Will get it back. Reynolds spin move and floater. No good. Kansas almost couldn't get the rebound, but Adams does. And McCullough Jr. will bring it up the court. Here comes Adams. McCullough. Back to Adams. He's going to work his way in. Try to get it to the corner, but it's taken
Oh
away.
my
Another
god.
turnover and a Dan Skillins steal. Working his all the way in is Thomas, and he got fouled. He
Yep,
does. It looks like he's gonna go to the
the
free
free throw
throw
line.
line. And with
Yep.
10:48 to go, that's interesting thing. The fouls, by the way, that was Kansas's first. I believe it would be their first or second foul. I believe that's their first official foul for
Right.
Kansas. He won't go to the free throw line as now Cincinnati will
Looks like
inbound the
their first foul
ball.
of the game.
And here we go again. Skillins all the way through. What a dunk! 19-11, and Cincinnati has come out of their timeout and has started to play a little bit better. As their
Yep.
Skillins is
Left hand
5
slam by him.
Yeah, as Kansas has the ball.
Cincinnati needed to really get those points. They've been doing okay so far, but they haven't just taken advantage with the turnover. Let's see if Kansas can respond, and they do.
Hunter Dickinson makes the layup, 21-11. Hunter Dickinson on the other side has 6 points and a steal as well. He's played well in the start so far. Interesting
Oh, nice
job
pass,
there,
but
and no
the goal.
foul
Wow,
was
how about
called.
that?
And as Aziz Benego will get charged with the turnover, no foul was called, just miscommunication and a little bit of a lazy play, I would say, from Cincinnati on that last possession. As now Kansas has it back their way. Good pass to Adams with the jumper, no good. Trying to get the rebound, but Skillins got it, and he'll bring it back the other way. And it's Thomas. Thomas works his way in. There's a jumper. I'm sorry, that's not Thomas, as that is Jizzles James with the jumper there for Cincinnati. It's 21-13. He's
8-point
averaging
game here.
7.5 points per game. Here's McCullough Jr. top.
That's a funny name.
He's going to work his way in. Good patience there, but a better rebound, defensive rebound there for Cincinnati. There's a 3 from Skillings. It goes in, 21-16, and
There we
Kansas
go.
calls their first timeout. And
We got a game.
what a
We're back
job
to a
for
game. We got a
Cincinnati.
game here.
We
It's
do.
2-1
As
for them since our last commercial break.
Yeah, wow. What another commercial break with 9:18 to go in the first half. 21-16. Kansas only leads by 5 when we come back on the Nolan Sportsmaster YouTube channel. And it was just a quick timeout, so we're actually right back as we're talking about on the broadcast there. Is number 2 on Cincinnati. And Cincinnati down only
My
by
goodness, so many
is it forcing
points.
to call their timeout. So that was not a meeting time. That was just a simple team timeout there. Um, as now Harris has it for Kansas. There's Furphy working his way down. We'll go back to the corner. Dickinson up top. Back
Oh,
to Harris. Looks like the starters are almost
no.
back. Three from Harris, and he got it 24-16. A good jumper, 3-point jumper from Harris, from Dayon Harris Jr. And now here comes Cincinnati
Cincinnati.
back the other way, and a good foul there by Adams. I shouldn't say good foul, but he'll take the foul on that one on KJ Adams
Yeah,
Jr.
a perfect screen, by the way, on that three by Hunter Dickinson. He set that one up perfectly, wide open.
Right. So now, as is Badago will go to the free throw line. He'll make his first one, and it'll be 24-17, a 7-point game once again with Kansas in the lead. Kansas hasn't not been in the lead since that first basket made by Cincinnati. They've had the lead the rest of the way. There's another free throw made by Badago, and it'll be Bandago, I believe. I'm sorry, 24-8.
You got it right. You got it right the second time you said it.
As yeah.
Dago. You got it right.
Jay Bilas doing color commentary for ESPN in this game.
Oh, and
As
that's a big turnover
turnover.
there. There we go.
Yeah, bad turnover, a little miscommunication, and Hunter Dickinson just couldn't bring it in. They're going to give the turnover to Harris officially, as now coming up the court will be Cincinnati, and that's James. He's going to give it off to Bandago. Now Skillins, good move by Skillins. He's going to go up for it. Good rebound. Bandago looking around, and he's going to be fouled. I believe. Nope. He's going to actually
Travel.
travel. And with 8:10 to go, another
Took, took,
turnover
took,
for
took a little
Cincinnati.
too many steps there, holding the ball.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, wow, he's arguing with the ref. I thought it was clear from game from our angle.
Yeah, Wes Miller didn't really like that call as Kansas brings it back the other way. Harris will dish it off to Furphy. And now settle it down toward the corner. It's Harris again. And it's going to be foul on Thomas. A little push from Thomas as Harris was trying to get around him. And we'll have now we'll have the media timeout with 7:59 to go in the first half. 24-18, Kansas leads. We'll be right back on the Road Sportsmaster YouTube channel. Welcome back to Monday Night Basketball. Cincinnati and number 7 Kansas, 24-18 with 7:59 to go in the first half. Ryan, so far Kansas still has the control of the game, but Cincinnati's working their way back. Each just used the timeout, and we'll see
Yep.
what it was. And Dan Skillins Jr. having an excellent game so far for Cincinnati.
Yeah, for sure. Cincinnati's gonna have to make some defensive stops if they want to get the lead back. And making too many mistakes, too many turnovers right now. But you just saw the travel there before we took the timeout. And we'll see as they go back on defense, or I should say
And
defending.
here, Harris will start and slow things down a little bit as here's Furphy trying to find
Oh
uh,
wow, that's
and just
that's what
overthrew it.
Cincinnati needs.
And Kansas has made a lot of silly turnovers
Yeah,
right now, and that's really costing them uh, a lot of opportunities to take a big lead in this game. Thomas will take it back the other way. Good pass down low and a nice play
there
by
we go, Cincinnati.
Seamus Lugosis. Um, with the baskets, a 4-point game with 7:20 to go. Dickinson hands it off to Adams, and Adams looking around, gives it back to Dickinson. Dickinson might work his way in here. He will out for the three, and no good. That was Nicholas Timberlake. Missed the three there. Skillins back the other way for Cincinnati. And Bandago's calling for it. He had actually an open three there. He's not going to take the shot, though, as
Maybe he will.
work his way off Dickinson. Dickinson with the block. Oh, what a play by Hunter Dickinson. Thomas was almost trapped there. But
Why are
he
you
won't
taking
get
a
it. Good
shot,
step back for
7-2
Thomas,
shooter?
and he got it, and an and
Wow,
one. As
there we
well,
go,
it's a 2-point
Cincinnati.
game for Cincinnati. Kansas has blown this lead. A really great defensive play from Hunter Dickinson there, but a nice job, Day Thomas off of Nicholas Timberlake, as Timberlake's going to come out of the game again after being absolutely cooked on that last play. And now Thomas is going to
Momentum
try to make this a
shifted.
1-point game here for Kansas.
Yeah, momentum really shifted here. I was just talking about Cincinnati cannot be making mistakes. Now I'm going to say the same thing for Kansas. You're turning
Kansas,
the
yeah.
ball over. Yeah. So, well, let's see if the Bearcats can take advantage on the and one here and make it a 1-point game.
Turnovers are 8-5 in favor of Cincinnati. Cincinnati is 8, and Kansas has now 5. Fouls are 5-3 in favor of Cincinnati as well. Day Thomas, 2 points and 2 assists, and he'll get 3 as it's now a
There we
1-point
go.
game with 6:42 to go in the first half. Wes Miller looking on and trying to give a 7-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Here's Harris. Looks like he wanted to go in, but didn't really have anything there. Has to pass it now to Dickinson. Back to Harris. Harris trying to work out something. Back to Dickinson. Back to Harris. They're going to play catch with each other. Good screen set there from Dickinson. Pass to Dickinson, and he's got the
Oh,
basket.
easy.
Good sequence from Harris and Dickinson mostly, and Kansas has a 3-point lead once again.
Yeah, easy basket right there. That's a perfect play for Kansas. You got to get your 7-2 forward right there, Hunter. 7-2 center for
Reynolds
Kansas, and getting him involved
is
in the
working down against
foul.
Dickinson, and I believe Dickinson was just called for the foul there. Yes, he was. Just under 6 to go, and then go back to that
Yeah,
last
look
play.
at that. Perfect
Very
screen
nice
by
play.
Dickinson right there, just to get open too.
Yep,
A little
Harris
hesitation.
playing past the ball with Harris, and then able to find his way down for the play. Here's a 3 from Thomas, and no good. That would have tied the game, by the way. Adams with the
Yep.
rebound. 5:48 to go. Out of the corner, Harris.
Already? My
Thomas
goodness.
defending him. And Dickinson down low. Good pass. And
Oh,
denied by the Cincinnati defense was McCullough. Another great defensive play from Cincinnati. Josh Reed with
yep.
the rebound.
That was awfully
And
close to
now,
being called a foul there.
yeah, somewhat. Just a really good defensive play. Thomas working in, going
It's
here for the 3. and just short, but the rebound is out there. And Lukosis got it back again. Now he has it. And there's Reynolds looking around, seeing what he wants to do. They're trying to create something for him. Thomas, shot clock down at 8. Good pass. There's Reynolds.
Oh,
And it's a
great
one-point
pass.
game again.
And there we go.
Newman the third with the offensive rebound, by the way, on the play. 26 25, a one-point game, under 5 to go in the first half.
Cincinnati out-rebounding Kansas 14-8 so far.
Kohler, and
They
I
got
believe
foul.
John Newman III was called for the foul. He was 4:44 to go. That's Cincinnati's sixth of the half. They're about to hit the to give Kansas the bonus. Newman's going to come out of the game, as Skillen's going to come back into the game for Cincinnati. Here is Harris for Kansas. Good pass. McCullough. Oh, try to get to Dickinson, and a foul. It's going to be a foul on Reynolds. They're going to call Reynolds for the foul, and now it's bonus, so he'll go to the line to shoot a 1-for-1 here for Dickinson. Let me just fix the scoreboard real quick. 4:35 to go, and add the bonus. And it's 27.
Dickinson puts one up, and it's good.
To
2-point
25.
game.
Yep.
2-point game here, 27-25, as Dickinson makes the first free throw. He's got 9 points in this first half and 2 rebounds. Dickinson to make the second. That one is right down. And now back to a 3-point game.
For
Kansas,
yeah. 4.5 to go. Slowly making his way up the court is James. Skillens had a good block. He's going to go jumper. No good. Rebound over the top of everybody, and Furphy's got it. Almost turns over the ball, and I believe he fouled, and he was. And they're going to go right back to the line for another 1-for-1. As we'll see, yep, Josh Reed, another foul on Josh Reed. That's his, I believe that's his second or third already. I believe that's his second, though. As now Johnny Furphy with 5 points and 3 rebounds, shooting a 1-for-1. He'll make the first one. That means he'll get a second one. It's a 4-point game for Kansas. 8 fouls for Kansas in this first half.
Cincinnati. 8 fouls for Cincinnati.
Yeah, thank you. As he makes both free throws and a 5-point game for Kansas. Yep, 8 fouls for Cincinnati. As up the court we go. Down low, Lincoln is going to draw the foul. Good job by Lincoln to draw the foul, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, he waited for a second, and then the initial shot, he was going to get denied, but
Adams
that
again.
foul helped.
Adams' second foul of the night.
By the way, last 2 games for Johnny Furphy, he's been doing really well. 15 points last game in the first half. And the other one is off the rim. No good. And with 4:07 to go, we'll see if Cincinnati can make the second free throw.
Really could use it, as
Yep,
it is
sure.
no good, and rebounded out to Furphy, who got it. So nothing on that possession on 2 free ones. And now
oh my God, they leave the guy wide open.
Pass McCullough Jr. with the 3, no good. Furphy almost got the rebound, but a good rebound by Cincinnati. Skillens has a wide open 3 on the other side of the shirt. And Bandago finishes off basically a pass from Skillens, and it's a
he was left
3-point game
open
once again.
Cincinnati can
has it.
really get back in this game.
From Harris.
Oh wow, how about that? 2-on-1 back the other way.
And it's going to be Kansas ball.
Oh my God.
And what a play there. And we'll go to the media timeout with 3:29 to go in the first half. Kansas up 30-27, and just mistakes on both sides here for the teams. 3:47 to go. We'll take our final media timeout of the first half on the Noel Sportsmaster YouTube channel. Coming up, we're going to have our halftime show as they're getting ready to prep for their halftime show. We're going to have our halftime show coming up. We'll recap the first half, preview the second half. That's really all we're going to do with this. And yeah, so coming up at our halftime show. Um, and
We'll take a look at the first half and get our thoughts in the second half. And hey, oh boy, the Cincinnati shooting's been really
brief
been
start.
doing
Oh no,
really well.
well, they started 3 for 11, which was rough, and then the 8 for 14 is actually not bad. So, but
Right.
Cincinnati's bench points 14. That's been huge. Turnover by
Oh, here's a
Kansas there,
turnover.
and Skillins back the other way, and a good play by Skillins, and it's a 1 point game once again. And that was
Yep.
McDowell on the turnover. Cincinnati's playing half court press right now. McCullough Jr. double teamed Dickinson to the corner. Furphy with the three, and it's right back
Wow,
in
what an
Cincinnati's
answer.
favor. 4 point game. And here's
Yeah,
Skillins.
oh, here we go.
And they're going to move quickly here. Skillins with the three. He's got it right back. It's 33-32. Another 1 point game. Now we'll slow it
How
down with
about that?
Kansas.
Back and forth.
Back and forth. What a sequence, Ryan.
Yep, bench points is really coming up clutch for Cincinnati. I don't think I really expected that to be a factor in the game. I thought your star players would be stepping up, but no, the bench
There's
players
another turnover
played
by
really well.
Dickinson,
Oh
but
boy.
Cincinnati
Oh, we
just
got
get
a
called for a
foul.
foul. They are not
Yep,
happy about that one. As wow, that was a close, almost another turnover and possibly steal. Reed might have gotten his third foul of the game. Yeah, it was Josh Reed. It's at least his third.
yep.
Um, as now they'll shoot a 1-and-1 there for Kansas. 9 fouls on Cincinnati, about to give Kansas a bonus plus with 2:28 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Cincinnati, they really came back in this game after being down by a lot. They're holding Kevin McCullough right now for
Missed
only
the
5
missed
points.
the free throw.
Oh
Van
my
Dago
god.
with the rebound, and it's a one
There
point
we
game. They
go.
missed the chance to get anything off that one. Here comes James for Cincinnati. James with a screen, not much of a screen there, working it around. I think it's Thomas, and he's gonna
Oh my
go in
god,
and
what a
nice
wide open
play, and
pass.
Cincinnati's got the lead. And it was
I think that's the
Thomas.
first time today. Is it? No,
Second
they
time
had a 2 nothing
at
lead
the very,
early.
very beginning. Here's
Yep.
Dickinson trying to give back the lead. Harris, good jumper. No good. Kansas is
Yes.
missing. Not good rebound by Bandago. Here's Thomas again. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Bandago. And now it's James from long range. No good, but a good rebound by Thomas. Very good rebound. How he's going to do long range. Still no good. He was knocked
Oh
down,
my
no
god.
foul. Furphy with the rebound. Kansas back the other way. To the corner. There's
A
Harris.
wide
No
open
good.
victory. Oh
Thomas
my gosh.
with the
That's,
rebound. Quick play. Skillins going in. Oh, he took a tumble
oh,
there.
ouch.
A foul on Kansas. That's their sixth foul, 16th foul of the game. I believe the foul is going to be on. Let's see who the foul was on.
Is he
That's
going
cool.
to
They
the
have
line or
the
is they
same
just, they
RoboCam
just going to
as we
rebound
do.
it?
I haven't seen that much. I I haven't really seen that angle much from anything but us.
Oh, he is
That's
going to the free throw
what a
line.
Robo had. He is going to go free throw line. It was a shooting
Oh my
foul.
god.
Okay. I'm sorry. Cincinnati has a bonus and Kansas has a bonus plus right now. So Ryan, if you could take over play by play, that would be helpful so I can readjust the
Yep,
score.
yep, no problem. As the second free throw just barely gets in, as Cincinnati takes a 2 point lead
I didn't
with
mean to do that.
1:20 to go. What'd you say?
I had the wrong button. Okay, continue. It'll be a minute until
Alright,
I get the
so
scoreboard back up.
yep, no problem. And that pass is
Oh,
gonna be out of bounds, but we got a foul here on Cincinnati.
interesting play there. We'll see if we get a replay of it. Kohler Jr. a little slow to get up, but he's okay. Just has to walk that one off.
Yeah, McCullough gets fouled on that one. Looks like he's gonna be shooting two. No, it's not a shooting foul, so it's gonna be 1-on-1.
But it's a yeah. Well, they're in the bonus plus, so
Right.
he'll get two.
Yep, so he makes the first one, he makes it a 1 point game. And they're doing a really good job of McCullough Jr. so far, as I keep on mentioning, until he goes off in the second half. But he's got 20 points per game, as this one is going to be good, and we are back tied up at 35 apiece. With 1:14 remaining, Cincinnati will get the ball as we have 2 ties, 2 lead changes. And the largest lead, Kansas was up by 1 point by 12. Cincinnati trying to get, that one was nearly turned over for Cincinnati. And that one's going to be inbounded, going to the basket, pulling it up. And that one is off the mark. And let's see who's got it. It's going to be Kansas getting back the ball as that one did not go down. For Kansas, as Andrew, you can take over and play-by-play.
I'll
Since
finish
we
off
got the
this half.
scoreboard all back.
Dickinson is coming good past McCullough Jr. He's going to step back. Nice patience there, but it won't go. Tie game, and Cincinnati might have the
Good
last
rebound.
shot. There is no play clock. By the
Get
way,
off the court.
And 35-35. Under 20 seconds to go in the first half. See if Cincinnati has a lead at halftime. That would be big, as James with 10 seconds trying to figure out what he's going to do. 7 seconds. Here comes a screen. James now going in, trying to figure out what he's doing. He's on McCullough to the wide open three. It doesn't matter. He traveled. James traveled.
My God.
With 1
That was
second to
bad.
go. Kansas is going to have 1.1 to try to, 10th turnover for Cincinnati there on James's travel.
Yeah, that's a
Here comes
shame.
Adams back into the game for the
Let's
last
try.
play. See who he's going to inbound it to.
You can't be making those turnovers. You're Cincinnati here. So
believe that's
Kansas can have their
Dickinson.
last shot in the pass.
Dickinson, I believe, is going to inbound. It looks like. I'm just surprised if they try to find McCullough here. They're letting McCullough be open. He's going to throw it, and it'll go up in the air, and neither team will have a chance at anything, and Cincinnati throws it way into the stands on the other side. But we're going to go to halftime, tied at 35. What a game this has been. Kansas looked like they had it early, but Cincinnati has brought it back, and now it's tied
We
at
got a good one.
and Wes Miller looks very focused in that interview right at halftime. When we come back on the Noah Sportsmaster YouTube channel, we're going to have our halftime show. Cincinnati started 4-13 from field goal. There's since 10 of 18. When we come back on the Noah Sportsmaster YouTube channel, it's the halftime show when we come back. All right, welcome back on the Noel Sportsmaster YouTube channel. And what a game this has been so far, Ryan.
Yep.
And let's talk through some of your thoughts on the first half so far.
In the beginning, I thought this game would be a blowout. After Kansas took over a 10-point lead, got that lead up to 12, and Cincinnati fought back. They forced turnovers
Right.
from this, and they've been playing up to their style. They've held
Hmm.
They held, let's see, McCullough to only 7 points so far. So that is the key to victory. 152 for P, both have 10 points each for Kansas. But, the important guy is Kevin McCullough. He's only got 7 points so far. So if they got to get to their best person right now. They want to
Right.
keep this game back over, which I believe they can do that, but we'll see. And just for the Cincinnati side, their bench team is really going off. They started, 3 for 10 from the field, I believe. I'm sorry, 3 for 11 from the field. You mentioned earlier. Now they're 14
Hmm.
of 31, 45% from the field. With Skillings Jr. leading the way with 14 points. Coming off the bench. The bench has been playing really well for Cincinnati to kick things in this first half. We'll see if they keep things going. But the only thing that can prevent Cincinnati from winning is if they miss their baskets and make forced to make turnovers, which Kansas is going to be really improved. I'm sure Bill Self in that locker room for Kansas is probably really pissed off on that team, especially after giving away their 12-point lead. But I'm sure Kansas will be fine. But a lot to take away from this first half.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, the turnovers here in this first half so far 10 for Cincinnati and 7 for Kansas. How do you think both teams will come out in the second half and change their style, not their style of play, but try to limit the amount of turnovers each team is giving?
I think it's just good defense on both sides. I don't. I guess you gotta hold on to the ball a little bit more, but
Yeah.
sometimes especially on the Cincinnati side, I see the ball being held a little bit too long where you could have taken a shot, a 3-point opportunity wide open, but you know, it's just that um they they gotta be stop doing the ball, turn the ball over. That's all you gotta do, because they can easily be winning this game by more than what it's tied right now. But Kansas just gotta focus on their team, not really focus on Kansas. Make your shots, and you can focus on the defense. Excuse me, defense later.
And yeah, 30% Kansas is shooting from downtown. Excuse me, Cincinnati is shooting from 3-point range. Kansas
I
is
think they
shooting
gotta improve on
40%.
that too.
What?
Both teams. I think both teams should improve on the 3-point shooting as well.
Yeah. Yep. Rebounds are in favor of Cincinnati 21 to 11. Bandago for
Big
Cincinnati
difference in this game also.
eight
Yep.
rebounds already, six defensively. Yeah, that defensive or that rebound battle is going to continue. And if Cincinnati wins that rebound battle, it's going to be interesting to see if, especially with Kansas making shots or missing shots, or Cincinnati missing shots and getting more opportunities for
Right.
Cincinnati to score. It's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, how they do that and how it helps Cincinnati by winning that turnover battle, rebound battle, excuse me, and hopefully winning that turnover battle if they can limit the turnovers in the second half. Look ahead to the second half. What should each team do to adjust to the other team?
For Cincinnati, keep doing what you're doing. Your bench players are really, really stepping up first in this first half, and I think they should continue to do that with the uh, with Cincinnati. And for the Kansas side, put the ball in your best player. That's what they have to do. Put your ball in your best player, Lance McCullers Jr. I know he must be getting double teamed, or else he would be getting more points. But I think it's the defense for Cincinnati, which is playing very, very well right now. But it should be very interesting to see what happens in this first half. It's wild. Last second buzzer beater for
Yeah, so
McNeese. or
McNeese
being shown on
against
the
Texas
highlights.
A&M CC. What happened in this game at the end?
Oh my goodness.
Texas A&M Corpus Christi had 4 seconds on the clock. They went down. They were up by 2. Brought the ball down. The guy traveled. He was not out. He traveled, which gave what's his name a chance. They got fouled. McNeese got fouled. Made the first one. Purposely missed the second one. And Texas A&M Corpus Christi couldn't get the rebound. Couldn't corral the rebound.
Right.
And McNeese got it and just put it in on the buzzer beater. A dunk on the buzzer beater to win the game. Insane in other college basketball. But we also have other college basketball news right before we send it to break and then come out for the second half. Brian, talk about that.
Yeah, the DePaul Blue Devils, they fired men's basketball coach after during a 3-15 season right now.
Yeah,
Very, very sad season for DePaul University as they fired Tony Stubblefield, their head coach. They are winless in Big East play. They're 0-7. And it's not like they're losing close games. They're getting blown out in a lot of these games. And five of the 7 losses in Big East play this season is by at least 25 points.
right.
So, no,
Just some other
there's
news
been
around.
only one game so far in the Big East for DePaul that was closer than 14 points. So it's
Wow,
really really disappointing for
frustrating season
Stumpfield
for
and
the
DePaul.
Blue
And by
Devils.
the way, Stumpfield, sorry to interrupt, but Stumpfield he's gone 28 and 54 in 2+ seasons as DePaul head coach. So
Mm,
this is the DePaul's 5th head coaching change since the Blue Devils last made it to the NCAA tournament in 2004. So another
yeah, it's
coaching
been a long
change for
time.
DePaul, and they're gonna have to deal with a lot of points, and they're gonna have to regroup next year.
All right. Well, we're going to have a break, and then the second half it will be upon us when we come back on the Noel Sportsmaster YouTube channel. Welcome back to Lawrence, Kansas.
Oh my God. Always
And
call it Kentucky. My goodness. This isn't Kentucky. It's Kansas.
what? I said
I
Kansas.
said I always call it
Oh,
Kansas. What?
okay.
I said I always call it
I thought
Kentucky.
I had called it. I was like, wait, I called it Kansas, right? Yeah, but Kansas. As we're about to tip off, or not even tip off, but start the second half.
Right.
Here, and a lot of good plays at the end of the half by Thomas, by Skillings, by just Cincinnati in general, Ryan.
Yeah, definitely for sure. They gotta limit those turnovers right now. The bench players have been going really. They've been doing really well. They gotta continue that for Cincinnati, and yeah, it should be a fun second half to finish things off. Kansas, they just gotta get a group going. I haven't really seen them get a group going since the start of the game. So, if they get a group going, they can take back control of this game, and they have the fans really riled up right there. They gotta feed off that crowd. We're about to find out the impasse. About the pass, so my goodness, we only have a turnover.
And I didn't even see what happened there. 8 seconds into the game,
Yeah, the
yeah, Kansas
inbound
had a
pass
12-point
just
lead.
went through his hands, and Cincinnati's got the ball.
Cincinnati's going to start with the ball. It's a free start for Cincinnati. As here we go. There's Reynolds. We'll dish it off to, um, and a little overshot on that three
Yeah, air
from
ball there.
Seamus Lukusin, that wasn't there, but hit the rebound. It hit the backboard, excuse me. As there's a good spin around jumper from Kevin McCullough, and he's off to another good start in the second half, even though he's shooting 3 for 10 from the field. The 9 points
Yep.
there for McCullough. 37-35 Kansas, 1 minute into the half. Here we go. There's Lukusius. Lukusius will dish it off to Lincoln. Lincoln, we haven't seen too much of for Cincinnati, actually, surprisingly enough. Here's
Nope.
Lincoln trying to work his way in, and he'll throw it up and draw the
Not
foul.
here. Oh, we got a foul.
And as well, the shot clock had almost expired as well. That's why he tried to throw it up, but the foul happened before the shot clock. I believe it is a shooting foul. It is. And yeah, he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, definitely for sure. He's gotta make these 2 free throws here for Cincinnati.
And he makes the first one. 1-point game. If he makes the second one, they're tied. Victor Lincoln in 3 points, 4 rebounds. Second one is good, and we're tied at 37, a minute 10 into the second half. Harris. Dish it off to McCullough. Now Perfy. Turnover. Another bad turnover from Kansas. Thomas going to outrace everybody, and he missed the dunk. Easy
Oh
rebound.
my God.
And now back out. Thomas again going in, and it drops. No, it
Oh,
didn't.
it
I
did
think I
not
was
drop
missing
it.
it
You
in front of
missed
me.
it. Oh
Here's
my
the three.
God.
Perfy. And Perfy, almost. I thought
I'm
he
out.
had turned over the ball again, but must have been deflected
He
out of
almost
bounds.
did.
As
Yep.
Kansas keep the ball tied at 37. What a sequence there, as Day Thomas missed that dunk. And yeah, we'll start again. Harris turned over the ball, and Kansas off to a bad start with turnovers, and Cincinnati will get the ball back once again.
Yeah, it's 10, we're even at 10 for turnovers, so Cincinnati, they gotta take advantage here. Definitely for sure.
They do. Thomas Skillins from downtown missed, but a good rebound. Miscommunication of who was going to get the rebound. Now Perfy back the other way, and no good. He's going to be fouled though, and Johnny Furphy, will go to the line to shoot 2. And already the fouls are starting, and another missed layup there. He's got to make that layup. I get he's fouled, but you got to make that play.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
And
See
here's the
kids take
first one.
advantage here on that.
Missed free throw.
Oh
We
my
stay
god.
tied. Free throws have been a problem, it seems like, for both of these teams so far.
Yeah, it's been a sloppy start to the second half.
Yeah, very,
Turnovers,
very
missed
sloppy
free
start to
throws,
the
missed
second half.
shots.
Furphy again, Furphy again, and he missed both. But there was a foul, I believe, or maybe not. And I believe Kansas might have gone in too early. I think that was Dickinson who went in a little too early for the rebound. It'll be Cincinnati ball,
Wow.
or either that, or they called for
No, it looks like
Dickinson.
there's a yeah.
They called Dickinson on the
They-
foul there. That's his third already. 10
Yep,
points.
good call by the refs. He was all draped over him.
Yep. Here's James for Cincinnati. Give it off to Skillings. Back to James. Back to Skillings. Skillings gonna work his way in. Good spin move, and he lost the ball. McCullough
Oh
Jr.
boy.
And it's a 3-on-1. Pass to Perfy. And a nice play and one. And a nice play by Perfy to draw the foul, plus get the basket. It's a 2-point game in favor of Kansas.
Yeah, Murphy's been having a big game. Been having a big game for Kansas. He's been the leading scorer for them. As we see the little spin around pass, a spin around by the Cincinnati Bearcats just allowed them to just go that right down the field
And a
and
bad
big
foul
turnover
from
there.
Lincoln to take on that one as well.
Right.
Yeah. And he makes a free throw at the 3-point game. Foul trouble early on. Harris is at 3. Adams is at 2. McCullers at 2, all for Kansas. And I believe Dickinson's at 3 as well. So they're in some interesting foul trouble here
Yep.
for early on in the second half. Skillings will have it for Cincinnati to the corner. Lucasius is wide open. He won't make the 3 though. On that one that would tie the game. McCullough Jr. might have a 3 here. Adams was trying to give him a screen. Dickinson will dish it off. Gonna work his way back in, back to Dickinson. Now McCullough Jr. McCullough pulls up and a shot short, and a good rebound by Dickinson, but no one was there, and it'll go out of bounds. So it'll be Cincinnati ball there for the Bearcats.
Yeah, the Cincinnati. Some turnovers have been costing them in early in the second half, but they got a spot here.
Yep, they do. Skillins has it for Cincinnati. Bandago trying to get it to James. He's going to have it himself. Now Lucasius back to Bandago. Bandago trying to find someone. Lucasius, that was Lincoln, excuse me. No good, but
Oh
Bandago got
man.
the rebound all the way out right to Harris for
Oh
Kansas.
my God, that was a
And
bad
good pass to
pass.
Murphy and a layup for Kansas, 42-37. Cincinnati's
My
got to have
God,
to
that was a
respond on
really,
this
really bad pass.
possession. James. Now Lucasius has it. Trying to get a screen of some sort. James is going to work his way in. He lost the ball. Never mind. It's a block and a foul called on Perfy.
Is it just me, or did Kansas change up their defensive look a little bit?
Yeah, they did. I think a little bit.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I think
They
they
made
did.
they made
Because
us.
they're playing much better defense. Because
Mhm.
yeah, they're forcing Cincinnati to turn the ball all over the place.
Yeah, Kansas
Not flash.
21 assists per game leads Division 1 basketball. Division 1 men's basketball. Now we have something going on right now. They're trying to wait. Oh, yeah, we have a sub coming in for Kansas. As Hunter Dickinson's going to sit with 3 fouls on him.
Good move.
Yep,
Generally.
agreed.
So now Cincinnati has to take advantage with that 3 fouls.
And there's another foul, and it's it's on the guy that just came in. 3 seconds later, he's going to get called for the foul. Interesting play there. Another foul on Kansas, by the way. That's
Yeah, they're
Parker
piling up
Long, who
early.
just came in, number 23. He's going to get called for the foul, guarding Bandago. Trying to get open. There's James. James going to work his way in. Good job. There's a jumper and a good job by James
Oh
to
wow.
put down a 3-point game again. And Adams, the ball is rolling away from Adams. He's going to have to go get it now. We'll inbound it to Harris. Under 16 minutes to go in the second half. Kansas leads by 3. Here's Braun. Back to Adams. Adams had a little bit of a hole there. Separation. McCullough back to Adams. Working his way in. Easy one for Braun, denied by Mandago.
Wow.
Came all the way back out to McCullough Jr. He's going to go a shot, and he went over the basket. And it might have been a foul on Bandago. We'll see what they called here going into
He's
the
not
media
really
timeout.
happy with the call.
Bandago with the block. Wow, that was an easy one. There was a foul on Lucasius, for Cincinnati. When we come back, it's a TV timeout. We'll also take a break on the Roll Sports Master YouTube channel. When we come back, more basketball. Monday Night Basketball on the Roll Sports Master YouTube channel. Welcome back to Monday Night Basketball. Is right back into it we go. As a big Cincinnati got fouled there. McCullough will go to the line now, right off the TV timeout. Only 4 seconds off clock there. And it was on the inbound. Yep, on Newman the third with the foul.
McCullough's at the line.
Bro, will
Barely make it.
No, he didn't make it.
Oh, he didn't. Oh my God! How did he
not
not
make
make it?
And McCullough now again. Free throw shooting has been a problem, like I said, for both teams, as he makes that one barely. But a 4-point game, only a 4-point game for Kansas with 15 minutes to go in the second half. Cincinnati. Here's James working his way in. He got stripped of the ball. Adams will go back the other way. Adams now slows it down. There's Braun. Braun to the corner. There's Harris. Harris, good screen by Braun. Harris going to the corner again. It's Perfy back to Harris. Harris, another screen by Braun. Braun now has the ball. A little pass to Harris. Harris with the nice play, but it won't go as Newman with the rebound. Newman is going to go all the way in and no good. Reynolds with the rebound. Right
My
off three
gosh.
defenders, still no good. And I believe a foul on Kansas. And Reynolds seems like he's going to go to the line to shoot two. Nice play there from Cincinnati to keep going there. And like I said, during halftime, rebounds are going to be very important. It was a foul on Kevin McCullough there as well.
Yeah, Cincinnati is gotta make these free throws here.
Yep, he makes his first one. 3-point game once again. 10 20-point games this season. 3 in the previous 4 seasons for Kevin McCullough Jr. Again, 20 points per game is 27th in the nation. Makes his second free throw. It's a 2-point game. This will reset on offense. Harris brings it up. And now in McCullough Jr. down low. Good pass and good separation from Adams for the layup. And it's 45-41, the assist to McCullough.
Yeah, you can think those basketball players are really, really tall for the Kansas side. Oh my goodness, if that was anyone a little bit shorter than that, that would have been out of bounds.
And working his way in, that was Newman, no good. And
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that was Reynolds,
good
excuse me.
rebound.
And here's Harris back the other way for Kansas. Harris going to go in, no good, but a good rebound by Perfy. He's going to push out to Braun across to McCullough. McCullough for the three. It's good.
Wow,
Kansas
from downtown.
41, and I believe Cincinnati just called a timeout.
Much needed there.
They did. Their second timeout of the game. 48-41 with 13:54 to go in the second half. We're going to stay right here for timeout as it's just a team timeout. So Ryan, talk me through what you've seen so far in the second half from both of these.
Yeah, Kansas is going on the run right now. They are really taking over this game, and Cincinnati has to counter. They're turning the ball over. Kansas defense is really, counterattacking. What they changed up their defense, as I asked you earlier if they were doing that, and your answer was yes. It looked like they did, and they totally changed up their defense. Their defense played so much better. They're forcing Cincinnati to turn the ball over, as I mentioned earlier. Let's see actually how many turnovers that they have right now. And they have 13. Cincinnati has 13 turnovers. So they really, and Cincinnati is struggling at the field from the field. Kansas doing a little bit better there, as Murphy has been really taking off this game for Kansas. And they're getting their best player of the game. Doing well. 15 points, 5 perfect from the field, and just 2 misses on the free throw line. So Cincinnati, they want to stop this run. They got to make some stops. They got to get some baskets. So that's my thoughts on this game so far. Kansas, uh, great defensive looks by them. They're taking advantage.
And now they have a 7-point lead to try to hold on to. Cincinnati is going to try to force Kansas to make a lot of turnovers, as you just mentioned, the turnover battle.
Right.
But that's the main thing is for Kansas. Don't turn over the ball, and you should be fine. And just keep working like you have been on making your shots. Yeah, and you also mentioned Cincinnati not being able to score too much, only 6 points so far in the first 6.5 minutes into the half. So, so far so good for Kansas. Jayhawks trying to not fall once again to an unranked opponent, especially in conference play of any conference opponent. So we shall see how Cincinnati comes out of their own timeout. That's usually very important as well to see how Cincinnati comes out of their own timeout, and how Kansas comes out of the timeout as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting, guys. We have let's see here. Just trying to look at the standings for them, see who they have coming up next for both of these teams.
Right.
Let me take a look here. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be back to basketball here.
In just a moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like yep. Cincinnati's got UCF back at home on Saturday in their place, and in Kansas, the Jayhawks, and they are going to be playing number 23 Iowa State, playing at home on Saturday at going to go
Yeah.
to Iowa State and play at their
Nice.
barn.
Um. Yeah. So there you go. Upcoming. Cincinnati
They
1 for 10 in the second half on field goals. By the way, here goes
right.
Skillins for Cincinnati. Here's Thomas and Lincoln. Lincoln down low, and he's gonna force himself back out. That's Lucusius. Lucusius and Lincoln. Now back to Skillins. Skillins shot clock at 6. Skillins working his way in off the backboard, and in 48-43. A good start for Cincinnati. Dan Skillins Jr., 16.6 for 12 from the field. They got to utilize him if they want to win this game, Ryan.
Yeah, definitely for sure. They got to utilize their best players. They want to win this game as Kansas is right back on the counterattack.
Forward back to Adams. Yep. Adams now has it again. Adams, little dish off to McCullough. McCullough working around. Good. Here's a jumper from the free throw line. No good. Way short of for Adams.
There we go.
Cincinnati
There's a stop that
rebound.
they need.
That wasn't really a stop, more of
Yeah.
a missed shot, but still, regardless, Skillins with the ball for Cincinnati. 12 and a half to go. Skillins trying to work his way in, and no good. No foul called either. McCullough Jr. back the other way for Kansas. And he's going to go right in, and Perfy right by the basket. He snuck around everybody to get there. And a good, nice little jumper for Perfy once again. 12:20
He's got
to go.
17 points right now.
Yep.
If
Skillins working his
telling
way
truth.
in. He got stripped of the ball, and McCullough
Oh
almost
wow.
gets right back, but he controls it and slows it down. He's going to drive and throws it up. It was falling over. Good rebound by Perfy. Perfy working his way in, and
And
out went up
rejected, but we got
now on Cincinnati, it looks like.
yep.
And they'll go to the line to shoot two. I love this camera angle, by the way. It's the RoboCam above center court.
Yeah, me too.
But that was a
I
nice
see
find
those
by Murphy.
yeah, for
Murphy.
sure. And Cincinnati Kansas starting to run away a little bit here. Um let's see what happens with this free throw.
Lincoln foul as well. Short is the first free throw. 50-43. Kansas leads. How to make their free throws if they want to win this game in
The
the
win.
end. That's going to come
Yep.
back to bite. That might come back to bite them as Adams missed his first free throw. Now here's his second one. 12:02 to go in the second half. Adams' second free throw is good. And it's 51-43, an 8-point lead for Kansas once again. Sizable lead for Kansas. So he's going to have to do a lot to get it back. Lincoln, excuse me. There's Newman back to Lucusis.
A lot
Lincoln
of
works
pressure
his
on these
way in.
guys.
And there's another play. Here's Lincoln. Good pass down low and a dunk by Ben
There you go.
Dago. And good points on the board. A successful possession. 51-45, a 6-point lead for Kansas. Now back the other way comes Kansas. Dickinson. Here's Harris. Harris working his way in. Back out top. And good pass. Wide open is Furphy. No good on the three-pointer. It goes over the basket. And we'll head into the media timeout. 11-14 to go in the second half. Kansas leads 51-43. Rob Riggle, who is an actor and Kansas grad, is in the crowd. When we come back on the Nolan Sports Master YouTube channel, more Monday Night Basketball. Welcome back to the No Sports Master YouTube channel. Monday Night Basketball, Cincinnati and Kansas.
Yep.
As getting ready to go again. 11:14 to go in the second half. Kansas leads 51-46.
45, it looks like.
45, excuse me. Yeah. As Cincinnati will start with the ball. Once again, bringing it up the court. And Thomas will give it to Bandago. Bandago. Reynolds. Back to Bandago. Back to Lukosis. Cross. Lincoln with the three.
Oh, wide open.
And no good.
Oh, man.
Harris with the rebound. Kansas will settle down. They're going to play probably much slower due to them having a lead in this game. Here is Harris. And the foul, not with the ball, but somewhere down low on Cincinnati, I believe. We'll have to see
Yeah, looks like it.
what the official thing is, but I believe a foul on Cincinnati. They're showing the second half offensive rebounds, and it was a foul on Lincoln here. Cincinnati, that was their sixth foul of the second half. Here's inbound to Adams, and he's going to go in for
Oh,
two.
wow, what a move.
Another 8-point game again for Kansas. Lukosis will work around. Lincoln's had it at the top. There's Reynolds again. Reynolds. Jameel Reynolds working his way in. Bumped. I should say he bumped Adams. He's got the ball back in the corner. He's going to try a three, and it goes in and out. Good rebound by Lincoln. Rankin, no good. And I believe there's going to be a foul on Furphy, either Furphy or Dickinson. One of them got the foul. It's Hunter Dickinson. That's his fourth foul. He's in foul trouble now, and very much foul trouble. And there's still an entire half to play. 10 minutes of the second half to play. So this is gonna be interesting what Kansas does with Hunter Dickinson. Lincoln, first shot is good, and it's 53-46. And now Dickinson's gonna come out of the game. It makes sense there. He's gonna have to with 4 fouls on him. Only 10 points in this game. Shouldn't say only 10 points, but 10 points in this game. As Lincoln lines up for a second free throw, and he's got it. So it's 53-47, a 6-point game. As you can see, one of the assistant coaches talking with Dickinson. Bench points again. Kansas has 0 bench points, which is interesting. 30 minutes into the game, Cincinnati has 26, almost over half their points.
Yeah, that's definitely keeping them in this game. There's been bench people continuously stepping up.
Yep. Adams is definitely not a 3-point shooter. Miscommunication. It did go off of Cincinnati, and it'll stay Kansas ball. That's actually kind of a smart play by Adams as he purposely threw it off of the foot of a Cincinnati defender, since he saw that there was a little miscommunication right before he threw the ball, like a millisecond before. Braun got the inbound. Now McCullough has it down low. There's a jumper, no good. It was an air ball as Cincinnati gets the rebound. And all the way down, and a good play. That's Newman on the play, or that might be Reynolds actually, for Cincinnati. No, that was Newman. 53-49, a 4-point game again. 9 minutes to go. Braun will dish it off. Yeah, Furphy has 17. McCullough has 13. Those are Kansas scoring leaders. Here you go. Good pass to Harris. Harris working his way in to the corner. McCullough for 3. No good. Rebounded by Adams, though. McCullough's going to go in for 2, and he's going to lose the ball, but there is a foul.
Wow, yeah.
Possibly. We'll see. Patrick Cassidy, by the way, with that offensive rebound. It is a foul. It's on Day Thomas, and which will give Kansas the bonus. Cincinnati already had a bonus. So if you could take over play calling for the moment so I can fix the scoreboard.
Yeah, sorry about that. Looks like gonna be McCullough at the free throw line, shooting a couple of free throws, as McCullough shoots the first one, and it is off the rim and no good. And Cincinnati will get the rebound here, trying to take advantage with that missed free throw by McCullough, as it looks like the number two getting the ball for Cincinnati, dribbles around, passes back out. And that's defensive look by Kansas as they try to set up a screen here. Passes back out to shot up is no good. Rebound no good again. That one's going to be out of bounds. Off Kansas going to remain Bearcats ball with 8:26 left to play here in the second half.
Big job by
No,
Cincinnati
Sal
keeping the
really,
ball
really
there.
upset.
He wanted that ball back. I'll take back over the play calling duties. 53:49 to go in the second half. The score, 8:26 to go in the second half. There's Reynolds with the jumper, no good. Rebounded by Newman. I'm sorry, Newman with the jumper and Reynolds with the rebound, but there was a foul, possibly on Skillings there. But it was a foul on Cincinnati regardless, and Kansas will get the ball back here. And actually, since they're in the bonus, they're going to go to the line, and it was a foul on Skillings. They're going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. Fouls are 8-6 in favor of Cincinnati, by the way. A little early movement from Cincinnati, but it matters as McCullough knocks down the first free throw. A 5-point game from Kansas, with Kansas leading with 8:23 to go in the second half. 14 points for McCullough. He's 4 for 7 shooting free throws. He's about to be 5 for 8. And with a 6-point lead, Kansas will play defense. Cincinnati brings it up the court. Cincinnati has 2 more timeouts. Kansas still has 3 left in this game. 8:23 to go. As Skillings will get the inbounded pass and now dish it off to James. James will bring it up the court. James working off his defender. He's going to play. Lukosis thought about shooting and thought about passing. He's going to try to throw it up. Nope, he'll pass it over to Skillings. Now he'll throw it up to Lincoln. Lincoln almost lost the ball. He was stripped, but he got it right back. Lost the ball again, but this time he was fouled on that. On that time, he lost the ball. Adams, I believe, with the foul, or it could be Jackson.
Looks like a blocking foul on Kansas.
It is a foul on Kansas. I don't think it was a blocking one, but they're gonna go to commercial break due to immediate timeout. And with under 8 minutes to go in the second half, Kansas still has a 6-point lead. We'll be right back. It was a foul on Jackson, and we'll be right back on the No Sportsmaster YouTube channel. We'll go back in Lawrence, Kansas, as Kansas, oh boy, as Kansas back and ready to go for the
Sorry about that, Andrew. Oh my god, really? You gotta show this
don't
stuff?
don't well, don't even mention it. There's no point to mention it. That's why I wasn't even going to. Okay, that's actually fair. Since Kelsey played for Cincinnati, which I had actually forgotten, he was a Cincinnati. Went to Cincinnati. He was their tight end from '08 to 2012. So okay, that's actually slightly fair to mention it then. Um, yeah,
Ugh.
free throw line for is Lincoln shooting a bonus 1 for 1. 8-7, the fouls in favor of Cincinnati. It was still 7:58 to go. Lincoln makes his first one. It's a 5-point game for in favor of Kansas. And now Lincoln will shoot his second one, and the second one is rimmed out. It didn't go down, as McCuller will bring it up. Now Harris will bring it into the Cincinnati zone. Harris goes one way, goes back the other one just goes to the basket and just misses his layup. And I don't know what that was from Adams, but he's going to get the jump ball with possession going to Cincinnati still. But Adams tried to rip the ball out of, I don't know who that was. It might have been Lincoln. But what a play, and just a miss, just a bad layup there from
Harris Jr. looks like.
Harris. Yeah, from Harris. It'll be Cincinnati ball possession will change over to Kansas as James now has it. Skillings back to James. 5-point game with 7.5 to go. James. Cincinnati's not going full away. We'll go up, and that's a bad turnover. Never mind. Skillings got it.
Oh, what did I
Oh,
say?
never mind.
Oh,
Nicole,
maybe not.
Kansas. Harris. Patience. And he's got it with a basket. Lincoln wanted a foul there, and he won't get one, an offensive foul, but he won't get it. 8 points and 5 assists for Harris. 7-point game for Kansas, 7 minutes to go.
We got the crowd riled up now.
Yep. James. And that's the big thing about playing at home. That's probably why we've seen a lot of upsets of road ranked teams.
Right.
James working his way down from the corner. Reynolds trying to find someone. Lincoln down low. No good. Rankin on the rebound, his own one, and punched
Oh
out
my god, how did you miss that?
Kansas. And Perfy will slow things down. Harris now has it. And 6.5 to go in the second half. Kansas playing slow now. Harris working his way. Adams. He's going to work his way down. Rebound is the layup's no good. The rebound goes out to Skillings. James coming in. He's going to go right in. Almost got
Looks like he got fouled here.
almost lost the ball. He was fouled by Harris, who was trying for the steal there with 6:09 to go in the second half. Both teams now at 8 fouls. Both had the bonus as well.
Yeah. Well, Cincinnati, just too many missed opportunities in this game.
Yeah,
We'll see
exactly.
if they can this see if they can take advantage on this free throw here for Cincinnati. Well,
Free
oh
throw is
wow.
good from James, and it's a 6-point game once again. And now he'll shoot another one with the student section right in his face. And he makes it without a problem. 5-point game, 6:09 to go in the second half. Here comes McCuller, and now Harris. Harris back to Adams. Adams has a good lane, and in it goes on the layup.
Wide open space.
7-point
Really,
game
wide
for
open space.
Kansas. Yes. KJ Adams, 9 points and 3 rebounds. Now it's James working his way. Guarded by Harris. Skillings now has it. Reminder that Kansas is right now without Dickinson due to him having 4 fouls. There's the 3 from Lukosis, no good. And the rebound bounced around, went off of I believe that is
Back.
Braun, and it's gonna stay
Yeah, it went
since
off his back.
ball.
Good call by the refs.
It did go off of Braun, and yep, and it'll stay Cincinnati ball. Kansas riding the momentum right now. 7-point lead with 5:24 to go in the second half. Skillings will dish it to James. James back to Skillings. Skillings for 3. No good. It bounced out, but the rebound came all the way out. That's Lincoln got it. No, it was Lukosis. I'm sorry. And that's there around the horn. Lukosis trying to find someone. James, shot clock at 8. He's going to drive in, step back, jumper, in and out of the basket. No good. McCullough will have it under 5 to go. Kansas looks
Gotta
like
make
they
some.
might hold on because Cincinnati is not making their
Cannot make a.
shots right now.
Yeah, they cannot buy a shot right now. It's just gonna cost them at the end here.
McCullough with a jumper off the backboard, no good. Now Lukosis for Cincinnati. 4.5 to go. Lukosis. A little bit of a rough pass there, but settled by Newman. Newman working his way in. Newman, good play, and he's going to get fouled by Adams. With 4:28 to go in the second half. Newman's going to go to the line. I don't know if it's going to be a
Gotta make the.
1-for-1
Oh, these are much
or
made.
2 shots, but we shall see. Newman to the line. 7-point game, 4:28 to go. John Newman III with 2 free throws. Yeah, it looks like it was just a normal shooting foul. It makes the first one anyway. And a 6-point game. In comes Jackson back into the game, and so does Thomas, it looks like, as James is out for now. See if James comes
But
back in or not.
by the way, I expect Cincinnati to take a timeout soon within the next couple of minutes. They got 2 left.
They're going to save it for those final 2 minutes of the game, probably. The
Right.
last one, maybe even the final minute of the game, as Harris brings it up. We also have one more media timeout as well coming up, so
Oh, of course
they're
we
definitely
do.
not going to use it right now. There's a pass. Dickinson
Oh
up and
boy.
back in the game, kept by Kansas. 7 seconds down low. McGowan, and he's gonna get fouled by Bandago, who was not very happy about that one. And with 4:03 to go in the second half, Kansas McCullough is going to go to the line to shoot 2. He got his hands up, but a good job by McCullough to draw the foul on that one.
Yep.
Both now on the bonus plus as well, so I'm going to fix that. Actually, I'll wait till the TV timeout to
Media
fix that.
timeout.
Dickinson back out of the game as a precaution. 5 points, 5-point lead. McCullough missed his first one, and he's going to make the second one. 6 for 10 on free throws tonight. 6-point lead for Kansas. 4 minutes to go in the game. Thomas will work his way up the court. Skillings will that was Lincoln, and will
Oh
dribble in,
boy.
or Lukosis,
Bad
sorry,
turnover.
and lost the ball, and that will bring us to the media timeout. Wes Miller is fired up and not happy about that. 3:49 to go in the second half. Kansas has a 6-point lead. We'll see if they hold on. The final media timeout, as well as when we come back, we'll look at our upcoming schedule with 3:49 to go on the Nolan Sportsmaster YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Noel Sportsmaster YouTube channel. 349, to go in the second half as we prepare for our little post-game show at the end. As well as, yep, there you go. There's your upcoming schedule as well. Just a little quick preview. We'll have it at the end of the game as well. Back to the game, though. 3:49 to go. Kansas inbounding the ball. They have a 6-point lead. And Ryan, Cincinnati's got to get a couple stops here as
Yep,
Harris
definitely.
will give it off now. McCullough Jr. has it, trying to work off of Newman, and a good jumper, and it'll go down with another
Wow.
lead. McCullough
Cincinnati's
Jr.
got to move
5,
quick here.
5 for 17 from the field, but his points have counted. 18 points so far today. 6 for 10 from free throw. Here, Thomas will dish it back out. Now around, it's Newman. He's going to work his way in and get fouled, and he'll go to the line
Oh,
at 2-2. Good call there on the foul with 3:11 to go in the second half, as it looks like Furphy with yet another foul. Yeah. But Cincinnati has really struggled, made one of the last 10 field goals.
yes,
So
they're 4-23 and 0-7 this half from 3 point.
that is
So they are really
really,
struggling.
really struggling. And there's another missed free throw from
Oh,
Newman.
man.
Short. Free throws have been a problem on both sides of the court for both of these teams. 3:11 to go as Adams back into the game as well. Kansas faithful trying to distract Newman, and Kansas head coach trying to hold on against Cincinnati, as a lot of teams in the Big 12 have done. There's a good free throw from Newman, and it's a 7-point game yet again. With 3 minutes to go, Harris will slowly bring it up the court. Guarded closely by Thomas. Harris will go in. Good jumper there from Adams. It'll fall. And now I believe 9-point game for Kansas,
Yep.
under 3 to go.
That could be a
Thomas
dagger right
set up
there.
for Cincinnati. Yes, it might. 2:40 to go. Thomas. There's a jumper from Kansas, and Thomas, it goes in, and it's back to 7-point
Much needed.
game. 2.5
Much
to
needed, but you gotta
go.
get some threes soon.
Well, you gotta get stops mainly.
Yep,
McCullough,
that's true too.
Dickinson into the game once again. Hands it off. Harris around the horn. Furphy now down low to Dickinson. He's gonna try to drive his way in. The ball was knocked loose, and it'll stay Kansas ball. Shot clock at 9. 2:12 to go on the game clock. And a 7-point game. Dickinson's got to be careful, but at the same time, once you get to a certain point, he's going to be okay. They won't necessarily need him, as we have a timeout. I don't know who took it, but one of the teams, it was Kansas.
Looks like Cincinnati did. Oh, wow, Kansas
took their second timeout. Yep, Kansas is going to take their second timeout here just to try to work on maybe some defense, but also just work on an offense to try to get some points here on the board. We're going to stay right here for this TV timeout. It'll be a quick timeout. 2:13 to go in the second half. What do both of these two teams have to do to close out the game?
Yeah, Kansas gotta keep on doing what they're doing. They're forcing turnovers in this half. And for Cincinnati, you gotta make all of your shots. That's been the main story in this game. Well, if you're talking, we can't hear you if you're
I wasn't
to give
talking.
your thoughts.
I was talking to myself.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, anyways, Cincinnati, you gotta make your shots here. All your shots the rest of the game here. For Cincinnati, but you gotta make a stop here, get a 3, come back right down, get another stop, make another 3. That's all you win.
Yep, 2:12 to go, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Good inbound pass for Furphy. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Harris trying to work his way in. Here's gonna be a 3 at the last second, and it goes down. Furphy with the 3.
That's the dagger.
That will definitely be the dagger Unless Cincinnati has a miracle up their sleeves. 20 points for Johnny Furphy. He has a double-double, 20 points and 10
Yep.
rebounds. There's Thomas, and he'll get 2.
Oh,
8-point game
wow.
again,
Got it.
144 to go. And
Cincinnati
here's
not calling
Furphy.
any timeouts.
Well, they
Surprising
can't call a
a
timeout.
little
That's a
bit.
turnover. Here
Oh,
goes
picked off.
Newman.
Wow.
Newman dunks. And that's a good play there. You can only call a timeout when you have the ball. 6-point game to go.
Gotcha.
Harris. Down Dickinson. Now Adams. 118 to go. And
I am.
Newman fell over, but won't come out of anything. McCullough will now have it. Try to get it over to Dickinson. And now
Oh, nearly
McCullough.
a steal.
Seconds left on the shot clock, and a good there, but a great rebound. It still didn't go down. Dickinson almost got caught there. It would have been his 5th foul. Now Cincinnati's back the other way. Thomas for 3, no good. That would have been a huge 3. There's a fight for the ball, and it's a jump ball, which means Kansas ball with 46.7 seconds to go. It's a 6-point game. I mean, that was really, really big for Kansas won that 3 earlier at the final second of the shot clock, a buzzer beater there for
Right.
Kansas. And then on the other side, a steal and John Newman III making it a 6-point game. Sadly, it's Kansas ball in the possession after Cincinnati was unable to get any more points on the board. 46.7 seconds to go. Adams to the corner. Harris. Now it's Furphy. He's going to probably get fouled here. He will. 40.4 seconds to go.
Smart
Now,
play.
this they have to
Very
do is.
smart play there.
Yep. Yeah, this game is not over because Kansas got to make free throws, and Kansas has been struggling to do that today.
Yep, they got Burpee at the line, so, he's got 20 points today, but he does have those 2 misses at the free throw line. We'll see what happens here.
He does. First one is good. That's huge because now it's a 3-score game
Yep.
at a 7-point game. 40 seconds to go. Cincinnati most likely will call their 3rd timeout after he makes his 2nd free throw.
Right.
Furphy, he makes it. It's an 8-point game. And Cincinnati's not going to call a timeout. They're not going to call a timeout.
Wow.
Lukosis is going
Did
to
he
draw the
step on
foul
him?
on
Nope.
Furphy,
Yep.
and Lukosis is going to go to the line to shoot 2 due to the bonus plus. 34.6 seconds to go. Surprised that Cincinnati is not calling their timeout. I'm not necessarily mad at it because we don't have to sit here
Just interesting.
and
Interesting strategy for
wait
sure.
for it. Yeah, I would have thought that he would have called his timeout there, but to try to set up a play, but maybe not. Lukosis at the line. And the first free throw is good, so it's a 7-point game again. And another make would make it a 6-point game, and really could use it
Right.
here. And he makes it. It's a 6-point game. 34.6 seconds to go. Both teams have 2 timeouts.
They're gonna foul
McCullough's
him.
going to inbound.
Yep, they're
It's
gonna foul.
almost
They're giving time.
stolen
Oh wow, no.
by I believe I can't see who that is. It's Thomas, and that was a near steal from Thomas. That would have been huge for Cincinnati. Kansas is not
Right.
getting away from this game without a lot of trouble from Cincinnati. Again,
They gotta
inbounding
foul
from
right away
McCullough.
when they get the
There's a
ball.
good inbound. Harris, he wasn't fouled yet.
Wow.
McCullough is going to have a lot of space. Still wasn't fouled, and finally is fouled. Time
They
off the
took some
clock for
clock
almost
off now
5
from that.
seconds. 29.2 seconds left in the game. It's still a 6-point game. One make, and it's another 3-score game as Thomas was very, very close to stealing the ball there. Kansas seems
Oh,
to
I
think
wouldn't be doing
they've
that.
won. Kansas, they have to think they won. Thomas did just foul out there, 9 points on the day for him. His day is done. That is not going to help Cincinnati right now, as Thomas has played pretty well so far, but that's okay. They have other guys that can step up. Now here we go with McCullough for free throws. Now I would expect Cincinnati after these free throws to call a timeout. At least I would think so. But then again, I don't know what Wes Miller if Wes Miller is just going to let it play out. First free throw is made.
Oh,
It's
big one.
29 seconds to go in the game. Not a lot of time either. It's a 3-score game. McCullough,
Yep.
second one is good. 8-point game. Newman's going to inbound for Cincinnati. 71-63, Kansas leads. 29.2 seconds to go. And James is going to have it. He's going to go all the way to the basket without much contention and get a 2. And Kansas is going to call their
Cincinnati, I believe,
Cincinnati
called a
is gonna call
timeout.
their third timeout. Then that's a weird place to call their timeout, but okay, I
Yep.
guess so. 22.2 seconds to go. And we're going to stay right here. 71-65, Kansas leads. Ryan, how does Kansas close this game out?
We just gotta finish it off. Play your defense. Play your defensive things that you've been doing all game long. You know, Cincinnati makes this one. Can't allow Cincinnati to make a three. They make a deep three, then gotta respond. You don't respond. Cincinnati make a three. We're tied. And gotta finish things off. You got 22 seconds. So when Cincinnati makes this, if Cincinnati makes even any shots, you're gonna
Well,
expect
it's
them to
Kansas
foul,
ball.
and then you have to. Oh, it's
It's
Kansas
Kansas
ball.
ball.
Okay, that's
It's
my
Kansas
fault.
ball. So,
My fault
yeah,
then.
it's Kansas ball. So they would have to foul first, and
Just make
realistically,
your free throws then.
yeah, exactly. Kansas misses one. Kansas makes one free throw. It goes back to a three score game again, and the
Right.
foul is done only with about a second off the clock. So 21 seconds exactly left on the clock in the second half. Um, and we'll see. It looks like Furphy's going to the line again, as well. They're giving the game to player of the game to Johnny Furphy. What do you think about that one? First
I
double
think he's
double.
well.
Like
To be honest, I think it's well deserved. He's been really stepping up ever since tip off. That
as he
he's.
misses free throws, you
Oh
say.
no, maybe not. I just jinxed it.
We'll see. We'll see. As again, his parents in the stands
They look
watching
anxious
along.
there.
I wouldn't blame him. He's shooting a huge now after missing the first one free throw.
Deep breath
And he
by
makes the
him.
second one. It's a 7-point game.
Much needed.
And yep, now they're trying to figure out
Yeah,
who
but
wants to put down the
he
ball.
he well deserves to be a player of
James.
the game. No doubt about
Yep.
it.
We'll talk about him a little bit after the game when it officially is closed. James will go to Skillings. Clock is moving again. Timeout. Lukosis calls Cincinnati's
Really?
final timeout with 18.7 seconds to go. Yeah, Kansas is like, you guys have lost. You guys have lost this game. Like, why are you calling timeouts? And this is basketball for you.
They all
18.7
want to
seconds
go
to
home.
go. 72-65. Kansas leads by 7. They really need a 3 here. I think they have to take the 3 here at this point.
Maybe they're trying to set up some defensive screens, but you really don't have time to really do a screen.
Well, no, what they're doing is inbound. They got to inbound, shoot, hope they make the 3, and then you got to foul as quick as you can. Hope they miss their free
Right.
throws, and then do it again. Basically, 18.7 seconds on the clock. Cincinnati does have the ball, but they're down by 7. Kansas still has 2 more timeouts as well. Cincinnati's out of timeouts. Kansas is just figuring out how to play defense on the last one and just making sure that everybody hits their free throws and they can go home happy to survive this upset. What have your overall thoughts have been of the game?
I just feel like Kansas is just a better team. They've shown it overall in this one, and the defensive sets for Canisius. This is not Canisius. This is Kansas. It's not a C. But anyways, defensive battle for Kansas has been really the adjustment in the second half. I've been really impressed by them, and it's been a good battle so far. But just a little bit too much to handle this game for Cincinnati. Too many missed
Yep,
shots, too many turnovers. You know,
exactly. I still get to host a relatively easy opponent in the Big 12, UCF, next um, after
well,
this.
you're
So
about to
that's
say it's
that'll be.
easy to lose.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. But here's Newman.
They're
He's
taking
going
a
to
time
go
thing
for
off a three. What are
two,
they doing?
and he'll make it. But that's 6 seconds off the clock that they can't have back. 12.9 to go. Trying to break him free. Good job, but they're going to call the foul right away. 12.1 to go. It's a 5-point game, which does force Kansas to get have to make both free throws to really put away the game. And
Right.
and not a bad idea, honestly, with going for two, because if you can get the two, it basically guarantees that you get some kind of points. So interesting there. 72-67, 12.1 to go in the second half. First free throw is good. It's a 6-point game. That's Jackson at the line. This next one is definitely the game.
Yep.
And he makes it.
Kansas.
7 seconds. 7-point lead, excuse me, 12.1 to go. Jackson's going to come out of the game. He was in there for that reason. Here we go
He
with
clutched out.
Cincinnati. They're going to try to go quick. James, he's going to go for two, another jumper, and he's got it. They keep getting quick twos. The problem is they're down by 5, and they're not going to
Yeah.
foul. This game's over. 74-69, the final score. Kansas survives Cincinnati. An excellent game on both sides of the court. But Kansas outplayed Cincinnati, Ryan.
Yeah, definitely for sure. And Kansas celebrating maybe goodbye, bye bye, bye bye. But wasn't an easy game for Kansas in the first half. You know, Cincinnati kept it close, and then Kansas ran away with it in the second half, which I expected to do. Furphy had himself a huge day. He stepped up when it was needed. 23 points, 7 and 8 from the field, and 6 and 9 from the free throw line. So Kansas really stepping up. And let's see, also having 20 points, and up having 20 points. He got exactly his average points per game with
Yeah,
McCullers Jr.
yes, he did. That was huge there. As Kansas
And
wins this game 74-69, their final score. Um, and we'll take a look at their records and how that changed their records in a moment. But again, you're about to say something.
yeah, I was about to say that Cincinnati got their bench going in the first half. Did not really get it much going in the second half. I thought Kansas defense played really, really well and stopped them pretty much overall. They made some adjustments. That's what a top 25 team does. That's what a team that deserves to be in March Madness does. They make adjustments in the second half at halftime, and there you go. This is what the result of it. Kansas pulls off the win. And also, I think the home crowd also played a factor in this game too,
Oh,
obviously.
yeah, definitely. Definitely. In college basketball, in games like this, any game like this, that
Right.
really plays an advantage um, as well. So, interesting thing what's going to happen here for both of these teams going forward, but very intrigued to see what is going to happen
Right.
for them as I'm stalling to try to finish up, just adjusting the records to before doing the closing. But Ryan, it was a great matchup, and again, you
Yep.
know what? Props to Cincinnati; they played very well in this game.
Yep. I thought it was gonna be a blowout early. Props to Cincinnati coming back and tying up this game, even having a lead at one point, having a couple of point lead. But it was all Kansas pretty much from the start of tip off. And Cincinnati bench points, obviously, like I said, they played well in the first half, couldn't get much going in the second half, and Kansas defense, yeah, ultimately prevailing, forcing Cincinnati to turn the ball over as well, multiple times in this one. And that's the key to
Yep,
victory.
exactly. Well, 74 69, the final score from Lawrence, Kansas. For me and Ryan, there's your new record: 16-3, 4-2 for Kansas, and 15-4, 13-6, excuse me, and 2-4 for Cincinnati. For me and Ryan, that'll do it for us here, and we'll see you tomorrow night for the Lakers and the Clippers, the Battle of LA in the NBA in rivalry week. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great rest of your night, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your night.
Peace out, everyone. Have a nice night. Good night.